Exiles, issue number 1. Not too excited about this one. Do I have to do this review? Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about a new number 1, and that's Exiles, issue 1. I can tell you right now, there won't be an issue 2. Nope, not at all. This book is written by Saladin Ahmed, and the artwork is done by Javier Rodriguez, which I'm usually a fan of, but unfortunately I think the ink by Alvaro Lopez kind of diluted Javier Rodriguez's artwork in here. I was a huge fan of him when he did artwork for the Spider-Woman series, and here it just, for me, it doesn't really hit the mark. I feel like the characters' facial expressions look weird. Nick Fury, the new Watcher Nick Fury that we haven't seen in forever, is not very detailed in my opinion. The characters just look awkward. They're posing, their action scenes look stiff. I just didn't like it. Visually, it did not capture me. So what did I think about the story? Was the story any better? Well, first things first is when you open up the book, you see Blink, and you see the characters that surround her with question marks. But the cover shows who all those characters are. Shouldn't that be reversed? Like, if you were buying this book right from the start, shouldn't it be just Blink with the characters in shadows and then the question marks? Right? Shouldn't that be the cover, not the inside? It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. You know who they are already. Okay, so anyway, that's my beef with the cover. Story starts off with Nick Fury, the Watcher from Original Sin. We haven't seen him in forever, and he's finally in the story. And you're like, wow, that's kind of cool. Maybe this will be interesting. So he's stuck on the moon. We see how he's not human anymore. He's more of this thing that doesn't need rest. He watches all of the Earths, the multiple Earths. They're all in peril. He calls Nick Fury from another Earth to give him this amulet. And the amulet is used to take Blink from different Earths and different places. Okay? And so what happens in the beginning of this book, we spend all this time on learning who Nick Fury is and what he's been through and how he can help and things like that. And we get to see this 2 pages of Blink, how they try to cram all this in on who she is, and she's in the Bahamas, and she has this aunt and her name, and all this stuff. And the next thing you see, she gets thrust into her adventure. We get to see her she has to go to the moon, and she's pissed off about it. And then we see word bubble after 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 word bubble, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on, and you're like, fuck, let me just get to the freaking story already. What's going on? We know she has to go, and she has to save the universe. So what happens is she finally goes to the universe, and then the dialogue from there on out, it's just freaking pointless. We get to see her go to New Jersey, that's all desolate and all destroyed, and we wind up seeing her acquire Kamala Khan from the future. She's got gray hair, she's got this big gun, and all of a sudden the Time Eater, whatever this thing is, eating up the planet, and we get to see them disappear, and we wind up seeing go to this next place. And we go to this next place where we get to see Iron Lad, who is just beating on some people, and you never know the real reason why. They never tell you why. It's just like, they were causing problems. Trust me. Just believe me. They were putting me in the back. It's like the writer had no idea what these kids were doing for Iron Lad to pick on them or to beat them up. And it's just all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, this amulet is causing us to go to these places so we can acquire your team. And this is why we're here, is so you can be part of our team, Iron Lad. yippee skippy, let's go. And you're just like, okay, great. And just the whole explanation in the process is dumb. And then you get Kang who makes his appearance there, and then the next thing you see is the eye of the freaking man-eater or the time-eater comes up, and it starts to destroy them or this particular planet. And that's it. That's all that happens in this book. We have accomplished very little who Blink is. Do you care about her as a character? No. Do you care about Carmella from the future? No. Who gives a shit about Iron Lad? He's just sitting there beating up on some street punks. And you don't even get to meet the rest of the cast in the book. You don't even get to that point because you're so busy bullshitting about this amulet on how I have no idea how it works. How no idea what we're doing here. No idea about anything, that we can only get together the team. A lot of times, I could appreciate them taking their time on acquiring the team. But you could have easily done it in this issue. And instead, you just did it with Babble Bubble. And so, I could not stand this book. This was horrible. Artwork, unfortunately, was poor. The story was poor. There was lots of rambling. That was poor. And so, at the end of the day, this gets a slay. A slay. The worst book by far in a very long time. It's garbage in my trash can. I will not be picking up issue number 2. It's not even worth the garage sale. It is nonsense and jibber jabber. And that's all I have to say about that. So, what do you have to say about Exiles 2? Do you completely disagree with me? Do you think this was the best comic ever? Do you think this is worth a second issue? Do you find that this could be the next best thing? I doubt it. Guys, leave me your comments below, and as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, and fans, until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.